Okay, so what I'm going to do.
Hi, everybody. I am very excited to be here today with Vicki Murphy, who's going to talk to us about using our intuition while writing books, which I think is a very interesting topic and an unusual topic, especially for authors, but I think it's important. Let me tell you a little bit about Vicki because I'm very, very excited about her and what she does. She is an intuitive energy coach and an advanced energy practitioner and trainer. She specializes in helping entrepreneurs build their six-figure soul-based businesses. Now, Vicki has already built two soul-based businesses herself, including one in art, which is not easy to do. Currently, she's using her intuition to help entrepreneurs accelerate their ability to create their dream business and increase their financial freedom. And she's also written a book and a card deck that I think she's still finalizing, right, Vicki?
Yes, I am. Although they're already out there, so they are, they are for sale.
Okay, terrific. So I want to talk about intuition while writing a book. I find that my intellect can only take me so far. My intellect is certainly an important aspect of writing a book, but sorry about that. There are so many choices that we have to make while writing. What do I leave in? What do I leave out? Where do I put things? And I find that I have to feel into it to make that decision, to make those decisions. Did you find that when you were working on your book and your card deck?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think, and I want to step back for a sec, I think that there's a misconception about what intuition and what the whole process is about,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this whole card deck, which is a body energy card deck that's infused with Reiki, the whole thing was channeled. So every bit of all the information I got was gifted to me, if you will, cognitively.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you kind of feel into the energy and you feel, and I say feel, what is right and what doesn't work or what doesn't feel comfortable. So I think that that's a really important part of writing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all actually do channeling, if you want to call it that, and are intuitively connected all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I could talk about that forever, Melanie, because when we're kids, we know what feels right and what doesn't feel right, and it gets shut down. We'll say to somebody, oh, that, I don't like so-and-so. And the parents and the adults are all like, shh, we don't talk like that, or we don't say that. And so we get, we start to think, oh, maybe it's bad to know what I know. And we get detached from it and we get afraid to say it. And then we, get so distanced from it that we don't trust it anymore. And we activate it as something bad. And so as a writer, I don't think that you even have that option. I think that as you're writing, it's flowing. And that's what happened to me with this book and with this deck of cards. The cards are about your soul plan, basically, and about shifting the energy within and where the energy is showing up, where the symptoms are in your body, where the trapped energy is, and what it means in your soul plan. What are you studying here? What are you hoping to learn? What are your soul's objectives? So that's the whole deck. But the channeling part, yes, total channeled, was sitting there and just allowing. And that's
Right.
kind of the process of writing. You're allowing.
Mm-hmm. Ah, I see. Yeah, I think that's true to a large degree. And for those of us who don't feel that we channel, even though we probably do more than we realize, um, what kinds of things can we do to begin to open up that intuitive channel to allow um, more information and also more ability to make those choices while we're writing?
Mm-hmm. I work with a lot of writers on this very thing, on their blocks. And what I love to do is kind of take them through an experiential process where they become more aware of what they're thinking about their writing, right? And if you're thinking and you're getting that feeling of anxiety, if you're going to go sit down and write, that's not going to create a free and clear channel. So we have to go back and look at the origins of where the energy is. And some of the simple ways are as you're increasing your consciousness, as you're becoming more aware of what you're thinking or your environment, you have to make it comfy. You got to make it comfortable, right? And then consciously choose, because we're in a free will choice dimension. You get to choose, okay? Nobody is sitting over your shoulder making you do anything. That's a victim stance, right? But you get to choose, even if somebody is there, what you're going to do with that. So sweep all of your daily energy, all of your life woes and worries over to the side and pretend they're over there. And imagine yourself as a free and clear channel. So just, breathe into that. Get grounded. You can use the energy around you and the energy of the planet. Just imagine sending your energy down to the core of the planet. And I always like to say it's like a womb energy. It's love. Pull it up into your body so that now you're not focused on, oh my God, I can't do this. Do you see? You're switching your focus. And you're becoming more connected to your body, more connected to the energy of the planet, and more able to be a free and clear conduit for the information. So that's, those are two simple things you can do. Sweep your body, adjust your focus by grounding, pulling the energy up, and watch your thoughts, watch your thoughts, because those are great hindering frequencies that we put out into the universe,
Yes, all those thoughts of I don't know what I'm doing, and am I ever going to be able to do this, and this isn't good enough, and
Right? And, as an artist, I did that for 30 years, and I actually made six figures every year for all the years I was in the industry painting, and I was doing one-of-a-kind paintings, doing what I loved. To get into that, which is very parallel to the writing experience, I had to choose not to be intimidated. When I had a ginormous canvas, say I was doing something for like Princess Cruise Lines or something, and those are big works of art, sometimes I would take a brush, I'd walk right up to that thing, and I'd just slap paint on it. So it was no longer this intimidating, big, ginormous canvas. Sometimes you just have to do it. So put your words on the paper, just do it.
That's very true, because if you can, I know people who've been thinking about their book for a decade or longer, and at some point you've got to sit down and just do something.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the other thing. You are allowed to do it and to tweak it and to mess with it. Give yourself permission, right? And the more clear you get, the more easy and gentle you are with yourself, the more that you make your environment comfortable and you're focused, the better intuitive connection you're going to have. Because when you're in low frequency, kind of punishing yourself, having negative thoughts about yourself or anybody else, there's a frequency disturbance inside of you that doesn't allow for you to be that free and clear channel, which is why I say sweep all that to the side.
Yeah, and even those people who might be listening who don't believe in all the energy stuff, just from a psychological perspective, all of those negative thoughts get in the way of your expression, your free expression.
Yeah.
It's no matter what you do, it is a kind of static that's going to be in the way. And the more that you work on, that you learn how to sweep that away, as you said, the better able you're going to be to allow that free flow of ideas to come from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not judging what you're writing or judging what you're getting. You know, the other thing is trusting in what you're getting. There's always a reason that our minds are drawn to something. And usually in my world, it's because it's of importance in your soul plan. There may be something that you're needing to focus on or look at or see to gain a greater understanding about some challenge that you might be walking through. And every challenge gives us a gift. It's a gift to the soul, and it might be really a hard challenge, but we're growing stronger or we're gaining information. And that's really part of that intuitive process, trusting what you're getting, allowing for it to just flow without judgment. Don't look at it and go, oh, that is so stupid that I wrote that, or no, who's going to want that, or nobody's going to want it. Don't worry about it. You have to just flow before you can get to the Melanie stage. Go participate at that level. You have to start somewhere. We all didn't come out of the womb and start running. You know?
Exactly. And I think it's important not to rewrite before you write, because I also know people who never get past the first chapter because they spend so much time editing and rewriting it before they move on. And when I work with people, I don't, I say, let's not try to get that part perfect, because inevitably when we get to the end of the book, we're going to go back and revise it based on that perspective of having gotten to the end of the book.
Yeah.
So, you have to let it flow in the beginning. You have plenty of time to go back and edit and revise and rework later. But it isn't something to do so much in the moment. I mean, you can do a few things, but for the most part, just try to open up that intuitive channel and let it go.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's exactly what it is. Whether people want to call it that or not, I don't care. I have no attachment to it.
Right.
But opening up and allowing it to just kind of come to you, it's, that's what I call intuition.
Yeah.
So it's not this big weird thing. Like I said, everybody has it.
Yeah.
And just so people know, I'm a really normal person. Like, I'm married, I have a kid, I have a dog, I was a PTO president, I'm participating in my life. I'm not like over in the corner doing witchcraft or something. It's not what I do. Okay, so let's be clear about that.
Yeah. Well, and I think everyone understands that intuition exists, whether they believe it comes from somewhere outside of us or not. It doesn't matter. We all have intuition, and if you look at Forbes, they definitely talk about using that in business, and so it's definitely something that you can use whether or not you consider yourself spiritual.
Right.
So tell me more about what you do with people. Let's say somebody comes to you with an energy block. First of all, what is that? You mentioned energy blocks. What is that really? And then how do you help them to release that?
So with my skill set, I can see energy. I'm a medical intuitive. I'm a Reiki master. I've worked with cancer patients up in LA, shrinking tumors, and doing a lot of crazy off the book healing that's been corroborated by doctors. So being able to see the energy is key. It helps me accelerate everybody's releasing and healing process. And so if somebody's coming with a block, they usually have symptoms. And I'll just use money in this case,
Mhm.
and we'll liken it to writing, but say that they can't make money or keep money, or they have no savings, and this has been a lifelong pattern. We go in and we see where the origin energy is. And a lot of times we have triggers that have started this whole belief. And we go back and I can see where that is, and I unearth it, and I help them look at what's really going on so they can make different choices around it. And we do a lot of experiential clearing, a lot of processing, a lot of peeling of layers and releasing, so that we can then free this area and this space, whether it's, mind, body, soul, wherever I've found what is blocking. And once we get free and clear of that, I do a process of installation, if you will, installing new belief energy and helping form new habits and new patterns that are healthier. And so I take people through a whole process of doing that. In coaching, what I'm using it for is, yes, healing, but with my business clients, I do a lot of business coaching that's intuitive. I'm able to help them figure out what their giftedness is, finding what their life purpose is here, and exploring how to use it to create a stream of income. And then further, I help my more advanced coaching students who sign up with me over and over and over again because they have doubled, tripled, and quadrupled their income.
Mm.
So with writing, if somebody's got a block, what I would do is we would dive in to the energy, and I would take them into kind of a theta wave brain state, and I would be able to work dimensionally to find out where it was. And I just channel. It's really, I'm the mouthpiece, and spirit just kind of gives me the information. And it is a little woo. I always say I'm not woo woo. I'm woo woo woo. I'm like the free woo girl. Okay, so because I deal in past lives and everything.
Mhm.
But I built my business on referrals and word of mouth, and that's because it's effective. It's working. When other things don't work, when I've had a lot of people who've been in counseling for years and it's painful, no, we're going to dive in. We're going to get this done much faster than a lot of other traditional methods. So that's what energy coaching is. It opens up a different dimensional aspect to explore life, career, love, things that you want to create. And I help people create those in their lives.
That's very, very cool. I'm
It's a
ready to
lot of
sign
fun.
up.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. No, I will say I'm a pink unicorn. Come play with me in my pink unicorn. I help people create things that they've never even dreamed possible.
Mhm.
So, but it's really for them. That's what they came here for.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that must be really gratifying.
It's really fun. It's really fun. And in your program, I would love to come in for a day and help clear everybody.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, right? So you can make use of all your great information. And I want to be your student. I want to get my book tweaked so that I can really have it go gangbusters. So, yeah, you have an amazing connection intuitively to be able to do what you do and to help people. That's intuition. That's knowing.
Yeah, well, ghostwriting especially, I feel like is an intuitive process because you have to feel into the author and kind of become them in a way.
Yeah.
So that's definitely been that because people ask me, how do you do what you do? And I think it's really not so much about writing. It really is.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's less about that. Let me look at my list of questions. I want to make sure I ask you everything I wanted to ask you. How does you've touched on this, but can you explain how intuitive coaching differs from other kinds of coaching more specifically?
Yes. For regular coaching, you're getting systems, right? But a lot of people have a hard time staying committed or putting the systems in place. They run into walls of resistance. Intuitive coaching helps address all of those walls and gets under them to blast them away so you can make use and really step into your greatest good to use the systems, to apply the systems. So many people have taken course after course and, spend so much money on buying this product or that product or signing up for this or that and never getting anywhere. Intuitive coaching can help you unearth what's keeping you in that pattern, not being able to perform for yourself and support yourself and love yourself and all of those things that, are maybe interfering. Intuitive coaching helps with that. And so that's a little bit of the difference. Yes, we have systems, but if you don't clear, you can't use the systems. It's just an ugly pattern that you keep running.
Yeah. Oh boy. I know that one.
I think that I know it intimately. I had done it for years back in my 20s. Oh my gosh. And so that was a long time ago.
Not that long.
Okay, so I'm 56. I have no problem saying that. These are some of the best years of my life. I'm having a ball. But back in my 20s, I was still working through allowing. And so I get it. Why people are doing what they're doing because,
Yeah.
It's challenging.
Yeah, I wouldn't go back to my 20s. You couldn't pay me to go back to my 20s.
Yeah.
Maybe my 30s. My 30s were pretty good.
I didn't mind my 30s either. Let's go back. Let's go
back. Yeah, let's do it. If you can figure out how to do that, everybody's going to sign up. We need to figure out how to do that. Yeah.
I do work on anti-aging. I have a lot of energy work that I do with a lot of people, and we do anti-aging work. So that is something that I'm going to be putting out in a little program, and it's a ball. I love it.
Oh yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah, let's not buy into aging. I'm not interested.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about this program that you're doing and.
So I do coaching, and I have a couple of different programs that are running. Actually, I have one, and it'll be over, I'm sure, by the time we air this, but it was a 5-day challenge, Change Your Money Story. And boy, what a fabulous group that we put together on Facebook that were very, very supportive. We're entering into an age of non-competition and more collaboration and helping one another, realizing that as unique individuals, we have unique groups of people that need our message given in the way that we are giving it. And so that group has been fun. I have a Dream Builders workshop this weekend that is a couple of hours long, and we're going to go in and apply some of what I do in coaching. And that's really a predecessor to help people kind of gain clarity for those that may not really know what they want to do. They have their dreams, they think they know, but once we clarify that and we start to give them a strategy of kind of next steps, they can then dive into my 6-month coaching program. And that's starting October 1st. And in that program, we really work into building the business and giving everybody a solid strategy and supporting everybody through all of the steps. And I am one who has gone through all the steps a couple of times. As you mentioned, I've built 2 soul-based dream businesses and reached 6 and 7 figures doing it. And so I'm really here to help support people in finding their giftedness and creating a stream of income to support themselves doing what they love. That's really what we're all supposed to be doing here, doing what we love. And so that's really what my coaching program is about. And it's helping people get clear steps, get supported, stay accountable. And one of the reasons I put it in is because I was working with people over and over again, and they were getting these beautiful strategies, and they would leave after a session, and then they would come back the next month, and I'd say, well, did you do step A, B, and C? Well, no. Okay. So you need a little help. I'm here to help you. I am a hand holder in that little thing on your shoulder that's like, okay, this is what you need to do today. Get back to me when you do it. And it's really helped people. It's been great. I'm enjoying it. So I'm just helping people up level, step into their greatness, and go for it.
So in your program, what are the ways in which you work with people? Are you doing Zoom calls? How is that?
Okay, so what happens in my coaching program is everybody gets one solid one-on-one strategy building session each month. So that's 6 sessions. And then I give them a little half an hour here or there as they need it, up to 6 sessions, up to 6 half hours. So literally you can be having 2 sessions a month. On top of that, I do a group session each month, and that is on Zoom. So the group energy is really important because everybody's got different knowledge. Everybody has different perceptions. Everybody has different intuitive guidance. When we gather together as a group, wow, just like in the page that I'm talking about with Change Your Money Story, so much great insight is coming forth. So there's more insight, there's more support, there's more knowledge base, and we grow faster. We can be resources for one another. We can be teammates for one another. So when we need to practice speaking, or we need to practice making an offer, or we need to practice any aspect of it at all, everyone's right there for you. And so that's the component. So you're getting basically one full session each month, a half an hour if you need it, plus email support. You know, I'm never not answering you. So we're in contact for the whole 6 months. So you are getting through anything and everything that may be coming up. And it will bring things up. You're going to find out why you didn't complete all those other 12 programs you enlisted for. You know, you're going to figure it out, because that's what we do.
Well, that's similar in some ways to my Finish Your Book program in terms of how things are delivered. And mine is starting October 1st as well.
Yay.
What I would say to people who feel like they really, they have this yearning to write a book, but they really have no idea what they want to write about, you could come into my program. I can definitely help you figure that out. But if you feel like you're not ready to actually start writing, you might want to go into Vicki's program to start with, to help you get in touch with what it is that you want to communicate in a book.
Right. And Melanie, you and I talked about this. I really could love having you come in and talk to everybody in the coaching program to allow them to understand a little bit better, not only your process, but how it fits for them. And
Yes.
I know that we're all going to keep continuing to run these programs. And so, like you were just saying, if somebody can't, if they're having a hard time, and they've tried this before and it's not working, they don't know why, definitely come into this program. And then you can graduate to Melanie's program, where you're really ready to make use of the material. And you can just go in and be the author that you come here to be, to deliver your message that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So again, it's about intuition. Which program is right for you? And I mean, and that's, it comes into play when we make choices every day, you know, just from which scone to have in the morning, you know, to
I love that.
to you know, and the more we're able to get in touch with our intuition, you know, the more you'll pick the right scone that isn't going to give you indigestion later, right? So, yeah. So, you know, intuition is so important, and I'm very excited about having you come in on one of my group calls when my group starts, to talk with them about this and help them to access their intuition. Maybe we can do some sort of process with them
Yes, that's what I was
Mhm.
thinking. Just doing
Yeah.
a clearing, so they're really grounded into their own power. And so I'm big on helping people feel powerful. I want everyone to step into their power. One thing I would love to offer, even now for people, is just for your clients who are thinking about jumping into your program. I would love to offer them a free 30 minutes and get them tuned up so they're ready to go. And
Mhm.
then to do exactly that too, to jump into the program and have the experience. So if anybody is ready to jump in and they want kind of an energy block busting little mini session, a breakthrough session, so they can prepare better for Melanie's course, I invite you to look at the information below and contact me. And I have sessions set up, a couple of them for free. And so jump in there. I really want to help people do that and get ready so they can be who they are supposed to be here. That's what Melanie and I are talking about. That's what we're doing.
Exactly. That's what we're both doing in our different ways. And, I'll counter that and offer the same to your people if they want to have a 30-minute session with me to talk about a book concept or even just, brainstorm possibilities that they can then take back to you and discuss with you perhaps or whatever. I'm happy to do that. I don't have my scheduler set up yet on my finishyourbookcoaching.com site, but I will shortly, hopefully next week, and people can go on there and schedule with me, and I'm happy to do that as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So
I
how can
appreciate
people
that.
find you?
Very
Oh, I'm
generous of
sorry.
you. That's very generous of you, is what I'm saying. So to get in touch with me, you can email me at Vicki, VICKI, at westcoastmedium.com. And again, we'll probably put all the links below.
Yes.
Or you can private message me on Facebook. I'm at West Coast Medium on Facebook. And but email me, or you can text me. I'm always on calls from all over the world. I have clients in Dubai and the UK, and so if you are trying to call me, leave me a message because I'm probably not going to answer. But the number there is 949-677-6314. And I invite everybody to get in touch. We're all here to support one another.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Take advantage of that. My goodness, that's fabulous. You don't get
Thanks.
that every day. So is there anything else that you want to tell us?
Wow, I'm here for you, and I really want everybody to overcome whatever is stopping them from living their full dream life. No matter what it is. Maybe you are having a challenge in your love life. Maybe you're having a challenge with a career. Maybe you're in a corporate job and you don't hate it, but you don't feel valued. You're not commanding the money. And those are all things that can really impact your quality of life. So don't stay in those places in the dark thinking that you're by yourself or alone and there was no help for you. I'm here for you. So I help a lot of people transition and change and create their dream life. And that's what I do. So I would love to do it for you. Don't stay there in pain or misery by yourself.
Yeah. Can you imagine a world where everyone's doing that?
Yes, that's sustaining my business because so many people are hearing and watching people around them change. And they're kind of like, you're really happy or you're really healthy now. And how did that happen? And I'm getting a lot of referrals. That's really how I built my business. Everybody deserves it. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That's how my business has built up too. People ask me how to market.
yes,
And I'm like,
yes.
well, I'm just kind of now learning how to do that because,
Hmm.
and it was all word of mouth before. So, yeah,
Yeah, I love it. I love
yeah.
it. There
Well,
are
listen,
systems for everything. So
yeah,
let us
yeah,
help you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So Vicki, this was great. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Melanie. I really enjoy talking with you. You know, birds of a feather, we're really like-minded, and I always love our conversations. So thank you
Me
so much
too.
for having me and taking the time.
Thank you so much. Okay. I will talk to
Okay.
you soon. Okay. Mwah.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah.